RetroTread installation in a prefabricated stairway with return treads. Step 1. Remove old floor covering from existing stair treads and risers. Step 2. Remove balusters. Step 3. Remove all staples, tack strips, and debris or other means of securing floor covering from treads and risers. Step 4. Trim existing treads flush with the riser line. Let's start by measuring and marking. First, measure your tread overhang under the tread on both sides. Don't forget to transfer your measurement to the top of the tread. Use a straight edge to mark the line for trimming. Repeat the measure and marking process on each tread as they can vary. Okay, now we're ready to trim the tread. First, use a skill saw to cut the nosing off, being careful not to cut the skirtboard on either side. Next, use a sawzall or handsaw to complete the cut to the skirtboard. Then, use a hammer and chisel to knock the nosing off. Now you're ready to clean up the cut to ensure no part of the tread protrudes beyond the riser line. Step 5. Assess skirtboard. When using a routed skirtboard or stringer, a void will be left after you remove the nosing from the existing tread. The RetroTread covers the majority of the void when installed. However, there are two options to ensure the void is aesthetically pleasing after the installation is complete. Option number 1 is to apply spackling or caulk to fill the void. Option number 2 is to place shims behind the new riser. This will push the RetroTread out and completely cover the void. Step 6. Verify your existing treads and existing risers are fastened securely to the framing. Check for screws or nails backing out of the treads and risers. All fasteners in the face of the treads and risers need to be countersunk. Clean any debris from the treads. If your existing treads are squeaking, secure them with additional wood screws. Do not use sheetrock screws. Step 7. Measure, mark, and trim new risers to the correct size. This step can be made easier with the use of a pre-made stair fitting template or by using cardboard to make a template. Keep in mind that it's common for each riser to vary in size. First, measure the height and the width of each riser. The height of your new riser should be the same as your existing riser. Next, trim your risers. As you trim, remember to number each riser with the corresponding number in the staircase. It also helps to reference the corresponding side. After all risers are trimmed, it's a good idea to dry fit your part. This allows you to make adjustments as needed without tearing apart your work. Step 8. Install new risers. Apply a quality urethane-based construction adhesive to the back of the riser and smooth it out. We recommend covering 80% of the surface with adhesive. Line the new riser up with the top of the tread and secure with 2 or 3 finish nails at both the top and bottom. Repeat until all risers are in place. Step 9. Measure, mark, and trim RetroTreads to the correct size. First, we'll focus on the width. Measure the width of the existing treads in several locations. Then, trim RetroTreads to correct width. Now, measure the length of existing treads. Add 1 inch to length when return nosing is required on one end. Mark cut line on RetroTread. It is common for each tread to vary in size and may not be a true 90-degree angle. For measuring, we recommend the use of a pre-made stair-fitting template, or cardboard can also work. The use of a simple angle finder can also be beneficial. Next, cut RetroTreads to length. Remember, it's helpful to number the back of the RetroTread with its location in the staircase. Step 10. Miter RetroTread and reversible nosing. First, we'll prep the RetroTread for the return nosing. Let's start by making a 45-degree, 1-inch cut from the front-nosed edge. Next, mark and cut a 1-inch by 10.5-inch section from the back edge of the RetroTread. Now clean up the miter with a handsaw to make a smooth transition where 2 cuts intersect. Now we're ready to miter the RetroTread reversible return nosing. First, measure desired length of nosing by assessing the overhang needed on the existing staircase to conceal imperfections. Next, cut a 45-degree miter to make return nosing the correct length. The nosing is reversible, so make sure you miter the appropriate end. Apply wood glue to RetroTread and attach mitered nosing with 2 finish nails. Wipe off any excess glue. Apply wood filler to any gaps or voids and sand to desired smoothness and appearance if needed. It's always a good idea to dry fit your parts at this point. This allows you to make adjustments as needed without tearing apart your work. Step 11. Install RetroTreads. Apply a quality urethane-based construction adhesive to the face of the existing tread and smooth it out. We recommend covering 80% of the surface with adhesive. Never use water-based adhesive. Press down firmly and secure with a few finish nails. Repeat until all RetroTreads are installed. Congratulations! You've completed the installation. Enjoy your beautiful new hardwood staircase.